Some interviews don't start awkward, they become awkward the second the host opens their mouth, and that's exactly what happened when Cara Delevingne sat down with Good Day Sacramento to promote Paper Towns.
Much more.
Cara Delevingne is in the movie. She joins us live from New York City to talk about Paper Towns. Cara, good morning.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
Before the questions even began, they called her Carla. Then came the patronizing tone, asking if she'd actually read the book and if she was tired. Cara stayed still, half smiling and half daring them to keep going. And when they accused her of seeming irritated, she fired back with the driest one-liner imaginable.
I saw you in London talking a couple weeks ago on TV, and you seemed a lot more excited about it than you do right now. Are you just exhausted?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm still very excited. Maybe I had a bit more energy. It's the morning.
You do seem a bit irritated. Perhaps it's just us.
No, I think it's just you.
I think it probably is us.
Yeah.
Well, then on that note,
We figured as much.
We'll let you go then. How about that? We'll let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that?
The host froze, then cut her feed, but it was too late, as the internet had already picked its winner, praising Cara for staying cool while the anchors completely unraveled. And while Cara's comeback was subtle and razor sharp, Ricky Gervais took a far more mischievous approach when Stephen Colbert wasn't trying to be rude, just too competitive.
Would you want to debate the existence of
Sure.
God? Okay. So, Ricky Gervais why is there something instead of nothing?
That makes no sense
You
at all.
have to answer my question.
That's not the two choices.
No, but the choices I'm giving you, I'm the host.
Well, I don't... Surely the bigger question is not why, but how. Well, why is irrelevant, isn't
Okay,
it?
fine. How is there something? Because you think of God as the prime mover. How is there anything
Well,
instead of nothing?
I don't. This is a ridiculous...
Is there
You deny one less God than I do. You don't believe in 2,999 gods, and I don't believe in just one more.
Right.
Ricky's been on The Late Show plenty of times, and every visit plays out the same way, with Stephen Colbert vying for the moral high ground. In one exchange, Colbert invited Gervais to a debate on religion. Then comes the jab that silences the room.
If we take something like any fiction, in any holy book, in any other fiction, and destroyed it, okay, in 1,000 years' time, that wouldn't come back just as it was. Whereas if we took every science book, right, and every fact, and destroyed them all, in 1,000 years, they'd all be back, because all the same tests would be the same result.
That's good. That's really good.
So
That's really good.
I don't need...
The audience bursts out as Colbert hides his blushes by complimenting Gervais's point. It's not mean, it's controlled, as he's teasing the performance of Late Night itself with overpolished morality. By the end, Colbert retreats from his argument, and Gervais walks away as the one man who actually broke the Late Show script. While Gervais exposed moral optics with a grin, Jerry Seinfeld handled a different kind of awkward. The kind that comes when a legendary host forgets who he's talking to.
Lasted how long?
9 years, 180 episodes.
You gave it up, right?
I did, sir.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented.
Don't
This is
most shows
is this
go
still
down?
CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also.
On Larry King Live, the tone was supposed to be respectful, as two veterans sat down, until Larry casually asked, "So they canceled you, right?" You can see Jerry's expression change instantly, as he leans forward, half amused, half offended, as he said,
I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry.
You were
Do you know who I am?
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last
Okay.
episode.
Boy, you don't
Was
take
I
it so
canceled?
bad.
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be right back.
Jeez.
The studio erupts as Larry stammers trying to explain, but Jerry's already owning the moment effortlessly, flipping a clumsy question into a punchline. It's not anger, but pure comedic control, as he keeps smiling and milking the crowd's laughter. By the end, Larry's apologizing and Jerry's grinning proved exactly why the king of timing was never canceled. After Seinfeld's effortless takedown, the mood in Late Night stayed playful, but on daytime TV, Joan Rivers didn't believe in playing nice, especially when politeness came wrapped in judgment.
And, you know, you've got best-selling books, you sell out on stage, even with your fashion critiquing. While it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? It's not mean?
You can. It's not mean. I don't really care.
Yeah, you're not really worried about feelings being hurt.
Well, not when it's about dresses. It's not about them. It's about clothing.
Okay. Well, what about when it is about something, you know, that really does seem off limits to a lot of people? I mean, even in your book, you kind of joke about the death of Casey Anthony's baby, Princess Diana surviving so many landmines and who she dated. I mean, do you feel like there are boundaries ever, you know, even if it makes people uncomfortable or offend people, or what? You know, you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
In 2014, Joan sat down with CNN's Frederica Whitfield to talk about her new book, but instead of questions, she got a lecture as Whitfield scolded her for being offensive, asking if she ever felt she's gone too far. But Joan didn't hesitate and shot back instantly.
Hey, these ladies make $28 million a picture. You really think that Nicki Minaj cares? I didn't like her dress. Life is very tough, and if you can make a joke to make something easier and funny, do it. Done. Do it. That's all. Darlene, I don't know what your life has been like, but I have a lot of people who have gone through hell, and if you can make, Winston Churchill said, if you make someone laugh, you give them a little vacation.
But they also know that you know, you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yes!
Shut up.
I'm talking.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist,
You're eating chicken.
Yeah.
You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Her sharp, unapologetic tone shifted the energy as Whitfield tried to recover, but the comedian had taken control. A few seconds later, Joan simply removed her mic and walked out without an apology.
I'm not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
Just total command of the moment. In the end, the only person left speechless was the interviewer. Joan's explosive exit was long overdue for a line of bullying hosts, like David Letterman, who incessantly pressed Paris Hilton, who had just come out of jail and was trying to move on.
How'd you like being in jail?
That's how you
Not too much.
Tell us, what now, looking back on that experience, what have we learned? What can you tell us? What's different about you going forward as you look back? And I guess the food was just awful, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be good. It's jail.
Did you have three meals a day?
Yes.
On his show, he brought it up again and again, turning a lighthearted interview into a public interrogation. Paris stayed calm, smiling through the jabs until she finally stopped him cold.
Have you made?
But I've moved on with my life, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore.
I know. Well, I appreciate that. This is where you and I are different, because this is all I want to talk about.
The audience erupted in a rare moment where Letterman, the king of late night, actually backed down, as Paris didn't need to raise her voice or walk off. She simply drew a line, and the crowd loved her for it. It was quiet defiance, the kind that said more than any punchline ever could. And while Paris shut it down with a smile, Whitney Houston made it iconic when Diane Sawyer tried to corner her.
It may be a bad shot, but this is real. I mean, the bones, that's real.
Yeah, my bones, yeah. I'm 5'7" and thin. I can understand what you mean.
But that's not just thin.
No, what is it? Diane, tell me. Do you know?
It's scary thin.
In 2002, ABC Primetime aired an interview that was supposed to be intimate. Instead, Sawyer kept drilling Houston about drug use, question after question.
Anorexia?
No way.
They've written it.
No way.
Bulimia?
No way.
That it's because of drugs?
No.
Houston's expression said it all. She was simply tired and done. Then came the line that stopped pop culture in its tracks.
Crack rehab fails.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay? We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
It was sharp, spontaneous, and completely hers as Houston flipped the power dynamic as the interview meant to expose her was turned by Houston into a statement of pride, leaving Sawyer looking like the one out of her depth. Even today, Crack is Whack lives on, not as a scandal, but as a self-defense turned legendary. Whitney Houston met pressure with pride, but sometimes the best revenge isn't anger at all, but taking over the show, like Russell Brand did in a 2013 MSNBC Morning Joe airing, when the tone was off from the start.
This is my first
Brand experience?
Brand, yeah. I think it's not listening to him, it's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial. You know I'm from a country that's near to you.
Window dummy. We're just sort of admiring the whole, you know, it's the whole thing, isn't it?
Well, thank you for your casual objectification.
It's an experience.
Brand?
With who?
Willie Brand. Would you do therapy with him?
I don't think.
Because that's where he's heading.
Okay. I'm all right.
Yeah. You shouldn't say he when a person is present. You should refer to the person by their name. That's basic good manners.
That is where Willie is heading.
The host talked about him in third person, joked about his accent.
You know, when I see him in person, it's totally fine. Forgetting Sarah Marshall or the TV show, it's fine. But on satellite radio in the car, I can't understand a single joke you say.
You can't understand it.
And seemed more amused by his presence than his words. Russell didn't snap. He smiled and then calmly flipped the script by correcting their manners, directing the cameras, and turning the Morning Joe studio into his stage.
Is this what you all do for a living?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm here to. Okay, well let me help you. I'm here to promote a tour called Messiah Complex. It's here for the people of America. I want the people of America to come and see me do stand-up. Go to russellbrand.tv where you can purchase tickets to see me. These people, I'm sure, are typically very, very good at their job. What is it? You're conveying news to the people of America.
Yes.
People of America, we're going to be okay. Everything's all right. These are your trusted anchors.
Leaning.
That's good. Pen. You need a pen.
Okay, coming up later. Thank you very much, Kat. Okay, we're going to be talking about the situation with Edward Snowden.
Every jab they tried, he countered with charm and wit until the hosts could only laugh along, and by the time it ended, the once chaotic interview had become a live lesson in charisma, with Russell Brand running the show. If Russell Brand showed how humor can disarm arrogance, Ricky Gervais again proved that reason can outlast outrage.
You know, we haven't seen you really around since the Golden Globes, where you were
low profile.
Yeah, well, they attacked you, but they said that you were mean and rude, and you were surprised at that. Sex and the City, too, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age. Why hide it?
In 2011, fresh off his infamous Golden Globes roast, Ricky Gervais appeared on The View, and the panel was ready for grilling as Joy Behar accused him of punching down, calling his jokes too harsh. Ricky didn't argue or apologize. He just laughed, with a kind of laugh that says, "You're missing the point."
Special, Talking Funny. We just saw a clip from it, right? So we got Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K. No women comedians on that panel?
And also, men are intimidated by funny women, so we didn't want them in the room.
Is that right?
That's a joke.
The audience burst out laughing, and the tension vanished as the hosts tried to keep their footing, but the energy had already turned. Gervais stayed logical and unbothered, and by the end, even the panel was smiling, as another host was humbled, and the live room was won over, all with nothing but wit and composure. Time's up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video from my fun, lighthearted channel, Hollywood Body Count, I'd love a cheeky like, subscribe, and comment. No pressure, no sweat, your call.